Imagine a figure emerging from the shadows, towering over you with an unnatural height. This is no ordinary being. This is HACHISHAKUSAMA, the 8-feet-tall woman, a malevolent entity haunting the Japanese countryside. Her presence is enough to send chills down your spine, her appearance a grotesque mockery of humanity. Standing at a staggering 8 feet tall, HACHISHAKUSAMA towers over fully grown men, her long black hair cascading down her back like a funeral shroud. Her pale, almost translucent skin stretches tautly over her elongated limbs, giving her an unsettlingly skeletal appearance. A long, white dress, reminiscent of a burial kimono, hangs loosely from her frame, its fabric stained and tattered. But perhaps most terrifying of all is her face. Hidden beneath a wide-brimmed hat, usually white or straw, her face is said to be grotesquely beautiful, with captivating eyes that lure unsuspecting victims closer. Some witnesses claim to have glimpsed a horrifying smile stretched across her face, revealing rows of sharp, pointed teeth, while others describe her features as constantly shifting and changing, making it impossible to get a clear look. Her very presence seems to distort the air around her, casting an eerie silence over the environment as if the world itself is holding its breath in fear. HACHISHAKUSAMA is a creature of nightmares, a horrifying reminder that some things are best left hidden in the shadows. Silence hangs heavy in the air, broken only by the rustling of leaves and the distant chirping of crickets. Then from somewhere nearby, a voice cuts through the tranquility, sending a shiver down your spine. It's a soft, breathy voice, almost childlike in its tone, yet there's something undeniably unsettling about it. Po! 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 The sound echoes through the air, each syllable drawn out, lingering like a bad smell. It's the calling card of HACHISHAKUSAMA, the 8-feet-tall woman, a warning that she's nearby, watching, waiting. The sound is often described as both alluring and terrifying. It can be deceptively soothing, like a mother calling to her child. But there's an underlying current of menace that's impossible to ignore. The repetition of the syllables po, po, po seems to burrow its way into your mind, worming its way deeper with each utterance. Some believe that the sound is a form of mind control, used by HACHISHAKUSAMA to lure her victims into a false sense of security. Others believe that it's a way for her to assert her dominance, to remind her prey that they are powerless to resist her. Whatever the reason, one thing is certain. The sound of HACHISHAKUSAMA's voice is a harbinger of terror, a sign that something truly evil is lurking nearby. HACHISHAKUSAMA's reign of terror begins with a whisper, a haunting po, 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 that drifts on the wind, signalling the start of her chilling hunt. Unlike the chaotic frenzy of many monstrous entities, HACHISHAKUSAMA is a creature of patience and calculation, meticulously stalking her preferred prey, children. Her methods are as unsettling as her appearance, a slow, deliberate torment that preys on the vulnerabilities of her young victims. It often begins with a feeling of being watched, an unseen presence lurking at the edge of one's vision. Then the child might catch fleeting glimpses of the towering figure in the distance, partially obscured by trees or buildings, as if HACHISHAKUSAMA is testing their awareness, gauging their fear. Days, sometimes even weeks, can pass with these unsettling encounters, each one chipping away at the child's sense of security. HACHISHAKUSAMA might even enlist others to aid in her hunt, their voices mimicking her chilling po, 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 further disorienting and isolating the child. The psychological torture is relentless, a slow burn of fear that builds towards a terrifying climax. Section 4. Whispers from the Past. Unraveling the mystery of HACHISHAKUSAMA's origins. The origin of HACHISHAKUSAMA is shrouded in mystery, a chilling enigma whispered around campfires and debated in hushed tones. Some believe she was once human, a woman consumed by a deep-seated rage or sorrow, twisted and transformed into a vengeful spirit. Others claim she is a manifestation of ancient primal fear, a yokai, a being born from the darkness that lurks in the shadows of our world. Legends passed down through generations offer tantalizing clues, but no definitive answers. Some tales speak of a woman of extraordinary height, ostracized and feared for her unusual appearance, who met a tragic end. Her spirit, warped by the cruelty she endured in life, is said to have returned seeking retribution, preying on the innocent as a twisted form of revenge. Other stories describe her as a malevolent entity bound to a specific location, a cursed forest, or an abandoned village, her existence predating human memory. These legends often portray her as a harbinger of misfortune, her presence signifying impending disaster, illness, or death. Whether she was once mortal or has always been a creature of the supernatural realm, HACHISHAKUSAMA's true nature remains a terrifying mystery. Section 5. Terror in the Suburbs, HACHISHAKUSAMA's adaptation to modern life. Once confined to rural legends and whispered warnings in remote villages, HACHISHAKUSAMA's reign of terror has expanded, her chilling presence seeping into the concrete jungles of modern Japan. Sightings of the 8-foot-tall entity have been reported in suburban areas, her towering figure casting an eerie shadow over manicured lawns and playground equipment. This adaptation to modern settings has sparked fear and speculation, as people grapple with the unsettling possibility that the ancient evil of HACHISHAKUSAMA has found new hunting grounds. Some believe her presence in urban environments is a sign of her growing power, her ability to transcend traditional boundaries and instill fear in even the most skeptical minds. Others theorize that the encroachment of human civilization into once isolated areas has disturbed her domain, forcing her to seek new victims in unfamiliar territories. Whatever the reason for her migration, there's a growing unease that HACHISHAKUSAMA is no longer a creature confined to campfire stories and rural folklore. She has crossed the threshold into the modern world, her chilling po, echoing through city streets, a haunting reminder that even in the heart of civilization, darkness can lurk just around the corner.